After being assaulted by several men, she turned into a goddess of vengeance. She hunted down 5 thugs, torturing each one. First, she tied up Andy's limbs, leaving his whole body supported by just 2 wooden planks. The bathtub was filled with foul, dirty water. Andy was terrified, begging nonstop for mercy, but Hill ignored him completely, grabbed his head, and dunked it into the filthy water again and again. She only pulled his head up when he was about to suffocate, then shoved him back in, torturing Andy over and over. But this was just the beginning. Hill poured a can of acid powder into the water. Andy was completely terrified. The fear of death made him beg even harder, but Hill wasn't letting him go. She lifted Andy up, then removed one of the planks. To avoid falling into the acid, Andy had to hold himself up with his waist, but he only managed for a few seconds before he fell into the acid. The burning and pain were intense, making him lift his head right back up, but this time, he couldn't hold on for long, and fell in again. After a few more times, Andy lost all his strength and just lay quietly in the water, never getting up again. Next, Hill went into the woods, tied Stanley to a tree. She opened his beloved camera and placed it nearby. Then she pulled out 2 fishing hooks from a bag, hooked them onto Stanley's eyes. The pain was so intense he couldn't close his eyes. After securing the fishing line, Hill took out a fish, smeared its guts all over Stanley's face. The fishy smell quickly attracted some crows. They landed on Stanley, pecking at his body non-stop. With his eyelids hooked, Stanley had to watch himself get eaten alive by crows. After taking care of another one, next up was Johnny. Seeing the beautiful woman waiting for gas, Johnny looked sleazy, about to make a move, but Hill knocked him out with a club. When Johnny woke up, he found himself hanging in a rundown room. Hill made him suffer all the torture she'd endured, pulling teeth, forcing him to swallow a gun, everything. Finally, she took out a huge pair of scissors and castrated Johnny. With screams echoing, Johnny died in agony. Next was the cop. While driving, the cop suddenly got a call from his wife, saying their daughter's new tutor was visiting at home, and she wanted him to talk about their kids' studies. But when he heard the teacher's voice, he freaked out, rushed home, but his wife said Hill had taken their daughter to the park. Learning his daughter was gone, the cop frantically went to look for them, but couldn't find her. Instead, Hill ambushed him from behind, knocked him out with a club. When he woke up, Hill used his own shotgun to torture him. The cop begged for mercy, saying his baby was about to be born, pleading with Hill not to leave his child fatherless. Hill gave no answer, fixed the shotgun in place, tied the trigger to a rope, and tied the other end to Matthew's hand. Once everything was set, Hill left the room, sit quietly outside and listen. The cop's cries woke Matthew, who didn't notice the trap, and tried to help the cop. As soon as he raised his hand, the gun went off. The bullet went through the cop and hit Matthew's chest. Hill's revenge was complete. For those who hurt us, forgiveness is God's job. Ours is to send them to meet him.